glory, honor to
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakodash.
Up honor to the apostle Elder Millstone. And shalom to the brothers just pushing this truth of gospel to the four corners of the earth. And today's topic, today we're going to be going into World War III, prophesying that the end of times is coming, and it's coming swift. And the way with the wars and the rumors of wars that we're hearing around the world right now, that's bringing forth for all these prophecies that's coming along as well. The MOTB and everything else that's coming along as well. Y'all brothers got some precepts.
I get Jeremiah 50. No. Proverbs 20 and 24, man's mind. Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah.
20 and 24.
Yeah. Can't get that scripture drawn out.
Wars are coming soon.
This is Proverbs 21 and verse 1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
He turneth it whenever so he will. And the man's heart is of the Lord. Meaning, like I said again, wars is coming and both hands prophesied not all this.
They don't even know about it, man. All right, they know playing drums, marching out in the street, and shit like that. All right, because it's in their minds, man. It's deep in their minds, man, to do that, man. All right, go ahead.
Khan. Proverbs 20 and 24 says, a man's goings are of Yahweh. Oh. How can a man then understand his own way?
Right.
All right, so the precept that the brother just brought up, all right, corresponds to this one, is that all of us, this is the Lord's program. This is the Lord's show. Okay, in Revelation, it talks about he puts it in their minds to do his will. Right. There you go.
This is Revelation 17 and 17. For Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled.
Now what happened 2 weeks ago, they didn't want to go to Iran 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now they attack Iran nuclear bases over there, man.
Yeah.
All right, so hey man, your goings is not up, man. Yeah. Like the brother said, man. All right, your goings is like the brother said, and your goings are your house, man. Right. Hey man, hey, what was being here, man? Hey, this is a celebration of our liberation, man. I'm trying not to rap. Right. All right. Again, this is a celebration of our liberation, World War III, man. That's good news, man. That's good news to you heathens and you Edomites, you simple as 2/3 so-called black Latinos and American Indians, man, North American Indians. All right, but it's good news for us, man. All right, it's a good omen. This thing is happening, man. All right, get out.
And it's coming fast. It's coming fast. Like this ain't slowed down. Like it's like the way this devil is moving, he's moving at rapid speed.
A short time, that's why.
I got Revelations chapter start at 11 and 14. And the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe comes quickly. So that third nuclear war is that World War III, and woe means destruction.
Right. So destruction to America is coming, and with Trump landing strikes, I mean with the Americans. They got their heads in everybody's business. They don't understand, like, this stuff is going to backlash back on them. But do they care? No, because it's all in the prophecy that this all must come to pass.
This is Jeremiah 10 and 23. O Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. There we got another precept saying that everything is done by the hand of the Lord. So all these calamities and all of these things that's happening in the earth, like the elder.
It's kind of like that game, The Sims, when you get to control different characters and different environments and stuff like that. You know, your house is in control.
The elder just said they didn't want to bomb Iran. Okay? So why did they do it? It's all because of the Lord. So How do we understand these things? Precept upon precept.
right.
Okay? Which the Christian church don't do. So we just got through reading at least 3 or 4 precepts that say that the Lord is in control of everything.
But Esau, see, Yahweh was planning on Esau. Hey, what was Esau persevere in Genesis chapter 3? He meant to be a fugitive, right?
Yeah, vagabond and everything.
Vagabond.
Yep, when we get it.
Hey, that's the characters they before Esau face that Yahweh doing to make him do that, man. All right, because guess what? Esau want resources. Over there in Palestine, it's oil under there. All right, it's oil under there. All right, so they dug up that Suez Canal and shit to separate Southwest Asia from the land of Cam, Africa and stuff, and all that was connected. Then they took the term Middle East, all that's West Asia. But little they know, they been knew this, that there was oil in the land of Palestine, man. That's why Amalek kept on trying to pew and delete, all right, all those Ishmaelites and those Edomites that call themselves Palestinians. You got Jason on them, but you know, though we talking about the heathens and the Palestinian heathens, all right. He tried to delete them over there to what? To get their land, to get their oil or something there, man. So they could have like a financial stabilization over there, man. Or where they could make money over there, make profits and all that land and stuff over there, man. All right.
These devils sit there. See, and this is the MO of E, man.
Right.
He gonna play the villain, but he also gonna try to play the victim.
Victim.
Right? Because right now, the past few years, the world has been seeing it. It ain't so much that we gotta say, oh, he been doing this. The world sees that he been going over there and bombing the fuck out of Gaza, right? And damn near putting them through their so-called HCOS.
Yeah.
All right. But then they put all this information out on your social media and different media outlets. Pray for Israel.
Right.
The fuck? You the one doing all the shit. You the one throwing rocks at a beehive. Talking about you got stung.
Right.
What could that mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got billboards up and shit.
Yeah.
Stop hating on us.
Right.
Right.
And talking about they the most hated people. No, you're not.
Right.
The Israelites are the most hated.
people,
The
right.
Negroes, the Hispanics, the Native and Seminole
And
Indians.
they the one in Hollywood who put on the stereotypes like so-called blacks like till they back. You look at the old, but that's Deuteronomy 28:37. Right? They made fun of us. They made like fun like jigaboos and stuff.
Proverbs and bywords.
Yeah, bywords. They got Speedy Gonzalez cousin, Slowpoke. All right. They got Bugs Bunny and Blackface and shit like that. All right. They making fun of Gad, North American Indians, y'all know stereotypical shit. All right, stuff like that, man. All right, they want to start all that shit. Blackface and Hollywood, they want on Hollywood, man. Unhollywood. All right, they want Los Angeles. What they always brag all the time? Yeah, we make money. We got this. We own this. We got that. Y'all ain't doing nothing. We got this. You got that. Well, wait a minute. If you got that, you're not the children of Israel.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And then when you tell them that they got that, they say you're anti-Semitic.
Right. Hey, pick Psalms 64:8, and it all ties together with WW3, man. WW3, man. Get Psalm 64:8.
So Psalm 64:8.
Right.
So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Right.
All that see them shall flee
You
away.
make your own tongues fall upon yourself, bragging about you got this and that. But wait a minute, you're supposed to be the chosen people.
Right.
You're supposed to be on the curse. You're supposed to be on the bottom. Like that time Kanye West, no, it wasn't Kanye West, Salaki. Ari Irvin. Kyrie Irvin. Kyrie Irvin. All right, Salaki. I'll keep up that shit. All right, so Kyrie Irvin, all right, who's at the basketball game, you have the Amalekites, all right, the curly fries and shit, they all his face, and smooth face got the yarmulke talking about what about this and that. All right, why would you do it? If you supposed to be the people Donald Trump, why would you buy some side court seats to a basketball game, expose yourself, man? To prove you're not the people, man. All right, and really, how will make you doing it? All right, Proverbs 20, verse 24, Proverbs 21, verse 1, man. Yeah, how will make you do that? Make you expose yourself, man.
Yeah.
All right, what's that song? I just can't help myself.
Yeah.
Remember that one? All right, that's how y'all is, man.
Can't help it if I wanted to.
Right, say that again.
Can't help it if I wanted to.
Can't help
Michael
I
Jackson.
wanted to. Right. Hey, cause Yahweh make you. He don't want to make you to be fucking arrogant, man.
You know what? If I made Elder Malcolm brought out a point in one of his videos that, hey, this motherfucker was so proudful that he put all the truth in those books pre-civil rights days, the books before civil rights. Got a lot of truth in it. When they start Jake know how to read and everything. Exactly.
Hey, somebody get Psalms 49:11. Okay.
Yeah, so they
were team ever song.
Yeah. Psalms 49.
Right, because you expect a bunch of niggas and engines and spits to learn how to read, man.
I got it.
That's your downfall. All right, go ahead.
Psalm 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
Right. That's why you read all those books, because you thought you was gonna be on top forever. You thought in 2025 that niggas be walking around with shackles on their necks and all this shit.
Oh, and to tell a lie, you gotta know the truth.
And in order to tell a lie, you gotta know the truth. You thought you gonna have us. You thought 2024, me and this brother, we were working on plantations and shit.
Well, they thinking to put us back in that
right.
the chip.
But you're not gonna do that shit. Hey, you gonna get this. You gonna get this. You gonna get the 2/3 in the heathens. All right, but you're not gonna get the elect of Israel.
That's right.
All right, and that shit, you ain't gonna have no goddamn plantation, Esau. All right, ain't gonna be no day you chillin', you sit back, scratch your big ass belly. Yeah, boy. Go on, get that up there, nigga. Hey, you injured. Go on there, boy. I'm gonna take this big buck. I'm gonna take this big black buck, and I'm gonna mix him with an engine, and they gonna have some babies with some curly hair, and I'm gonna have these some fast and strong new nigga babies. They gonna be that, man.
Nigga babies.
All right.
They had the comedian Godfrey.
Right.
He did a little short. And he said that was it MGM? One of these major Hollywood studios almost went bankrupt twice.
Right.
And guess what movie brought them back? A movie with Jake. Jake, 2 times they almost hit bankruptcy. I think it was MGM. And Godfrey did on this, Godfrey said on his podcast, there was 2 recorded times where a black film, right, brought them from the brink of bankruptcy.
Yep.
This is 1 Maccabees 2:10. It says, what nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?
Right.
So anything that you make with Jake is gonna sell.
Right.
Okay. Now hold on now. If these people, these ooze, it says, what nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her? What have we gotten from the ooze?
Right.
They're in control of every sector of business.
Do they not
Education,
right.
health, finance, law.
Right.
So what spoils have anybody gotten from them?
They spoiled us. All right.
And they face on the money.
Right. We invented jazz. All right, that classical music, Mozart, Amadeus, all them niggas, man.
That's right.
All right,
Shakespeare.
Well, Shakespeare was a magician, but they still use the Beethoven. Those niggers, man. Your music comes from all that classical music that heals you and all calms you down, all this shit. All right, that comes from us, man. All right, salsa, la banda. All right, the foods, man. Yeah, salsa, jazz.
Rock and roll.
Rhythm and blues. All right, gospel music, man, country music.
Yeah.
They come from your red ass. They came from us, man. All right, and you made a lot of money off that shit back in the 1950s and 60s, man. Hey, that was Motown, man. Hey, Barry Gordon, he's a fucking Edomite. His father bloodline go back to a fucking Edomite, man.
Barry Gordon? Wow.
Yeah. Barry Gordon's a fucking chocolate covered Edomite, man.
And that's why he learned how to package and rob Jake.
Yep.
He had the formula for robbing Jake.
Yep. And they didn't allow Diana Ross to marry your Jake. He said, no, you're gonna marry your Jake.
Yeah.
All right, you gonna marry this like that. That's what happens. I tell you, when the Jake woman get high up, I'm talking about she can't marry no Israelite, man.
Wow.
She got married to Edomite. She can't marry a fucking Edomite.
If she get with that dude and had kids with him, that inheritance going to his race.
Right. See that? And that's how Esau. That's how you know reincarnation real. Because Esau knows it's real. That's why I don't let niggas get in his bloodline. Because guess what? In the future, nigga gonna have his shit. Gonna have his riches, man. All right. You people. You so low level on this shit, man.
That's right.
Y'all be coming to us the Bible contradiction. King James didn't write the Bible. Old Master against the Bible like this. All that low level bullshit, man. Hey man, we on a high level, you people, man. All right.
That's right. Right. I'm trying to say the Bible is man-made. It's a man-made written book, but then in reality, you was man-made.
Right. Dang. Hey, nigga, you read those instructions, not to drink that poison. That's written by Esau. You don't drink that poison because Esau wrote the water label.
The Bible condemns him.
All right, but that proved, but what the brother brought out proved that they not the people, man. All right, cause they made millions and millions of money, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. For the beginning of conversation up to now. Hey, Blade brought out, Blade birthed the MCU, man.
That's right.
Blade birthed the, hey, Sinners.
That was one of his examples.
Right, Sinners, Michael B. Jordan. Hey, he saved the movie industry, man. The Vampire John and shit. Michael Jordan dominated this movie, still kicking ass in the box office still.
Yeah. You know what?
Right.
To bag you up too on that Jake saved MGM and Paramount and them.
Right.
It was the black exploitation film. Just how low Esau is. Esau, because remember every black exploitation film, Jake won in the end. Kick Esau's ass and ride off into the sunset like fucking John Wayne.
Right.
You know. Then they use after they got the money, that's when Jaws and Star Wars and Superman came out.
So they made a lot of money off that.
Exactly.
Yeah. They even used them black exploitation films to like, a lot of people got marked with those movies. For example, in the Mac, it's a part where they was at the police station and the dude came up. Now he said JC in the movie, but you know, he was dressed like Yahweh Shai. It was a dark-skinned Jake.
Yeah.
You know, they put that in the movie. You know, and this is in the 70s.
He said they were children of Israel.
Yeah, he said he was JC of Nazareth and all that shit. Yeah. And you know, that marked a lot of these Jakes. And Esau, you know, of course they didn't get a real name. They put JC on it. But it's like,
now that's Richard Pryor in that movie.
Yes, he is. Yes.
You know Richard Pryor's an Eastern Star.
What's that, a Mason movie?
Yeah, that's the other side of it. Even though this is a lot of women, you will be a man to be Eastern Star.
Different colors.
Yeah, but Richard Pryor was a Eastern Star. Oh, right. So he knew. Yeah, I'll just add on that.
And you know, Esau will, as long as they don't, you know, they don't give you the 100% truth, they're going to use that to make money. They'll even tell you certain things as long as they can profit from it, you know. And yeah, like the brother was saying, you know, those movies, and only Jake was going to see that shit. Esau's not going to go and watch no fucking movie about the white man getting his ass beat by Ron O'Neal, man.
Right. What happened too was during those times of the late 60s, you had white flight. So those communities in the city that Esau set up, movie theaters, when they moved out, they wasn't making no money.
Yeah.
They last movie was Gone with the Wind, that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, so when Jake fulfilled those vacant cities, that's when it filled in, and Jake was, you know, going to that motherfucker and spending all their money.
And also the black ass poison movies, Jake, Esau was using that witchcraft that you're doing, bro. Jake be hoes and pimps.
Yeah, to put that demon, that criminal demon on Jake for sure.
Hey, what they said, get that scripture, the prince of the air. Get that. All right, cause that TV, Esau's a medium. That TV is a medium between you and Esau and Satan, the demon warrior. All right, just like on the right hand side. All right, Yahweh Shai's a medium between us and Yahweh. Or back on like the prophets, it's a medium between Yahshua and Yahweh, man. All right.
Oh yeah, that's that African.
Yeah.
Ephesians 2.
This is Ephesians 2:2. Where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air.
Right, he control those airways, man. All right, that's why you gotta learn how to speak English when you fly those airplanes.
That's right, man.
All right. and control the TV, what you see, man. That's what you're doing. That's how he right there. It's called your daily program.
Yeah.
When they write the script. Hey, just like Yahweh, you wrote the script to program Esau. On the left hand side, you know, he used it for the left hand side, man. Esau used it for the left hand side to control people. So he controlled Jake with those black hat sports, and with those black hat sports movies. He did being a pimp, being a whole fabulous and all this shit. What did Jake gonna be pimp hoes and shit? Goldie and shit. You got niggas like niggas were pimps and shit 1970s. Then the pimping started coming down. Then what? Just like Elder Malcolm said, they went from pimping to them down churches.
Yeah. Wicked as hell.
Wicked as hell, man. John Bishop.
Definitely. You know what's funny is that the black exploitation period. You had Esau exploiting us. But then this version of exploitation that the so-called black man had over the black woman, of course it was just part of the curses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you sit back now and look at the rationale behind it, you know, all that, hey baby, you know what I'm saying? I remember we used to run home and wasn't no food there. You know, you remember that? They was laying in the bed, he told her, just trust in me. Trust in me. And so what are you doing? Becoming a whoremonger. Right? See, hey, ain't no good movie, ain't no good television series where there's no sin.
Right.
In order to have a good series, in order to have a good movie, you have you got to break all the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord.
Hey, what's that? I'm looking at the GMS Street Apostles video that they did last weekend, and on there, what's that guy Norm? What's that little Jewish guy name? Curly Friday. One made good times. The one that lied and made good times, but he stole it from a Jake.
Norman Laird.
Yeah, Norman Laird knew all about Israel. He knew about the curses and all this stuff like that. That's why Good Times is a good show. Like the brother said, in order to see it, make a good Jake show, you got to see it. And all through Good Times, they fucking sin it, man.
Yeah. Putting a woman over
the man, all this shit. Having had a fucking C4 jail, the wall and shit. And then was an episode where Michael, all right, he said, Jesus was at your house. He said, your house has so-called black man. And they put it on the wall and shit. And they was what? They receiving blessings and stuff, man. All right, you see, everything was going right. They were getting jobs and all this shit. The curse come up off them and stuff like that. And then here comes Floyd Evans, her little big ass and shit. All right, she's gonna put the heathen next to him and stuff. Then it went down, and then at the end of the show, hey, the curses went back on their ass. Yeah. Right? These devils know who we are. And at the same time, by them doing it, it's showing that they are not the people. That they in control, and they the one is tied into, all right, that WW3 is here, all right, that WW3 is here, man, all right, and Yahweh dragging their ass into it, man.
Right. You know what else the Lord is exposing them on too is the fact that, see, they claim that they got a so-called iron dome. Man,
the glass dome.
Yeah, them rocks been coming and fucking that glass up.
See the cracks and shit.
You know? Because, hey, look, if y'all was the people, man, hey, the scripture said that Israel would dwell in safety alone. See, but y'all been steadily getting bombarded with them bombs, man, from Iran. So if y'all the people, explain why you're not dwelling in safety. Explain why you need a fucking iron dome. All right, if you're the Lord's people.
Hey, how come Rothschild ain't leaping over like King David and slaughtering Hey, Rothschild be like this old dude, all buff and shit, like Master Roshi. Young, got that graves with young and shit like this. He should go like this, man, like this. Before you guys see this, but he be jumping and all this shit, doing all this. He should be capping motherfucker off bill. All that shit. He do like this, like Blade throw the thing. All right, how come he ain't doing that? Because he's not King David. He's not Malak Dawah, man. He don't fit that prophecy, man.
Shit. Furthermore, why are they having to do all this? Why can't they just, if they really the people of the Lord, why can't they just go in there and get them people out of there?
Right.
When we went into the land, when the Lord set us in the land, in that land, we went over there and got them Canaanites out of there, man.
Yeah.
We made war with them and got them the fuck out of there. And then when we was there, we was making war with the Philistines and anybody else around that had a problem, they was getting dealt with, man.
Right.
Man's heart faint.
Fear. But they can't. It's like,
I was gonna say, yeah, we was just whooping ass and going on to the next, whooping ass, going to the next, whooping ass.
yeah,
You know, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is with the Israelites, man.
that's right.
You know, he ain't with you fucking small hats, man.
Right.
If he was, y'all wouldn't be sitting there getting your ass whooped, and you certainly wouldn't need help from your enemies,
Right.
right? Because if you the people of the Lord, that means everybody else that's around you, they not your friends, them your enemies.
Right. Get,
But here you is side with America to help fight your battles.
And get Psalms 82, 6 and 7.
Hey, Rahab the harlot said, "We know that the Lord has given you the land." And she was a damn
And get Zechariah, Zechariah 11 and 5 after that. Go ahead. Right.
This Psalms 82 and 6.
Right.
I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Right.
But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes.
We are gods, man. You need us, man. All right, you need us to keep your industry going, man. Your entertainment industry, your agriculture industry. All right, your electronic industry. So you got our vengeance off us and shit. All this destruction that come from us. Your shit, we taught you this shit. Man.
Yeah.
Right, you brought the slaves from West and Central Africa, and Europe, and you took the Northern Kingdom slaves and everything and architecture and engineering and stuff, building stuff up there.
No, and even with the like the brother brought the point out about the movies and how those movies saved these particular studios. Them blaxploitation movies was only put in theaters where Jake was at.
Yeah.
That shit, they wasn't playing that shit in Schaumburg, man.
They don't, you know, Jake had money.
Yeah. And Quentin Tarantino, to prove it, Quentin Tarantino, his mom used to fuck, and I think he had Jake through the spirit, but
Right.
his mom used to fuck with some black nigga, he said, when he was a kid, like when he was
had a
10 years
rainbow
old.
collision.
And
His mom was the rainbow, rainbow
definitely,
slut.
definitely.
Right.
And he was like, that dude put him on to the blaxploitation movies,
Right.
but in order for them to watch the movies, the nigga would have to take him to the hood to go watch that shit. He couldn't go by himself, so he used to like, the fondness of his memory of this particular dude that his mama was fucking with was that this nigga take him to go see all them movies. And that, you know, if you watch any of his movies, they pretty much are in the spirit of blaxploitation films. He got some that are 100% like that, like a Jackie Brown or a Django.
Right.
But even all the other movies that he got that got people that look like Edomites playing in it, you know, it's still in the spirit of a blaxploitation flick, man. Like Kill Bill. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
That had got one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Jake going in the movie days and supporting Esau. Also, the biggest consumer of American snacks is the 12 Trump.
That's right.
So-called Black Lives to America. You say that movie showed that in Logan. We say, yeah, we poison all the favorite snack foods and shit. Jake like all those favorite snacks. They be Jake in prison fighting over super donuts and shit.
Yeah.
Little
Killing
niggas.
kill for that shit.
Yeah, Jake be killing niggas little box of fruit.
Yeah, $20 honey bun.
Honey bun.
Jake just killed his uncle over a honey bun.
That nigga came from prison, man. He had to be serious.
That shit definitely.
All right, so let you know who's the biggest consumer. They get that Haggai 1:8.
I got it right here.
Go ahead.
This is Haggai 1 and 8.
Right.
Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be.
No, it said your money, your whole money. Your money got whole bag. Your bag got.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Con.
Yeah.
This is 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Yeah, what?
Sown much and
So
bring
much.
in little.
All right, because like you said, Jake make all the movies, those black exploitation movies, right? They was consuming all the snacks and all that shit back in the day. They was Jake, Coca-Cola, all that shit. Hostess Cupcake. Jake was buying this shit back then, the 50, 60. Before that, Jake could consume it because they got a lot of money, and it went up back. They bought those Hollywood made their money, the black exploitation movies. Go ahead.
All right, it says, but ye have not enough.
You had not enough, yeah.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Not feel the drink, right?
Ye clothe you, but there is none worn.
Yep. But Jake got the money. Guess what? Jake got the purchase because they said you gotta go for Esau, do like 48. One of all things.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you got a lot of money. But guess what? And then you gotta go to Esau, and that's what's spelled that black and white. That's what Hollywood. Jake said Hollywood. Man. The actors and the consumers and shit. And that's why all our financial districts were destroyed over here and over there in West Central Africa, man. All right, because that's part of the curses, man. It should be robbed
Right.
and spoiled.
Yeah,
That's right.
Real
Right.
quick,
Right.
that Norman Lear guy, he actually stole those ideas from Eric Munson.
Yep.
That Jake that created Cooley High,
Yeah.
the Jeffersons,
Yep.
and he sued them. And they didn't give him like really no. Just look at the story, Eric Monty, man. He thought of all that shit,
Yeah,
man.
same thing happened with the Matrix too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some jigaboo made the Matrix up, and them
Yeah.
kite transformers stole that shit. You know?
Hey, what they put the Matrix when Neo got the thing out? That was the RFD chip.
Con.
It was like the-
Yeah,
the
yeah,
RFD chip.
yeah.
Yeah.
The little monitor they put
The little
on.
monitor, and what they say, they said that it was a nuclear war and shit.
Yeah.
W3 happened.
Yeah,
All right, but Esau, your house is not gonna continue, man.
that's right.
All right, your house not continue. Like I said, you think your house, it's not gonna continue, man. All right, it's gonna be balance you can't pass. Job, I think Job 14:5. So
right,
somebody hit that. Job 14:5. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna read it again. Haggai 1:6. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Right,
Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
right.
Ye clothe you, but there is none warm.
Right.
And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes.
Hey, like a good example, man. Hey, my pop's alive, man. He was telling me how niggas been in projects for like 10 generations and shit, man. Jake stuck in there. Hey, but back in the day, you go to projects in the late 1980s, late 1980s, and also the 90s and shit. You found Lexus coupes and shit.
Yeah.
You found Mercedes Benz, all those expensive cars and shit. These niggas still don't live there, all right? They're bringing in money, but they still the fucking on the purchase, man. They get that shit to Esau. And those drugs, they work for Esau.
Yeah.
Their monies go back to Esau. They sell all those dope bags and shit. That shit goes back to Esau, man.
And you know what? All of the so-called fraternities and sororities, they make a covenant with the heathen because they think that they're gonna have a leg up in his society,
Right.
all because they want that paper. They want that paper because they want to distance themselves from the rest of Jake.
Right.
Right. But that's the wrong spirit to be in.
Right.
Today, if you in a position where you can get money, your mind's supposed to be on how can we help the brotherhood. If you in this truth.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as being comfortable and shit, because this ain't our rest.
That's right.
So if you get an access to some real money, you're supposed to be trying to figure out how you can help the brothers. Bottom line. That's what Lord willing, that's what I'm trying to do.
That's
When
right.
it happen, that's what you're supposed to be trying to do.
That's
Your
right.
mind ain't supposed to be on these luxuries and the teats and shit.
Right.
You know, it ain't gonna be no work in Egypt.
Because all these luxuries actually kill you, like the elder said. Jake look at all these dainties like the hostess and all that shit and all this other shit that Jake eat. Jake look at that like a luxury.
Right.
When these niggas get rich and go to the NFL, you go to these niggas' house and you're gonna find Twinkies in the cupboard. That's
right.
You're gonna find these niggas still eating pork. You know what I'm
Popeye's
saying?
chicken.
Yeah. Jake got that demon on him. Jake I mean shit, even like, and you don't even have to have that much bread. Just a Jake that's not in the hood no more, or a Jake that's making money. I seen a clip. One of these niggas that used to run with Birdman back in the day and do all the illegal shit when Birdman was still doing illegal shit exclusively. You know, these niggas were going out deleting motherfuckers and all that. Once Birdman got the money, he trying to tell this nigga like, look man, come on tour with us, we got money. You ain't gotta do that shit no more. This nigga said, no, I'm addicted to the projects. I wanna stay here.
Damn, he got
Same thing with
institutionalized.
He murdered had a
He in prison. He ain't in prison.
Exactly.
Well, he is in
Yeah,
prison. America is in
project.
prison. So he been institutionalized.
Yeah, and all that food and all those things that the elder been going into and the brother's been going into, you know, Esau designs those things to chemically put an imbalance on you to where you are susceptible to wanting to be a nigga, man.
Yeah. Hey, they show that in damn, what's that TV show with Sam Winchester and shit like that? Yeah, with Sam Winchester and shit. What was that? The two brothers, they was always going around. It was me and my late sister's favorite show. They go around putting on witches. Supernatural. In one episode of Supernatural, he said, yeah, you know they put cornstarch to make these people docile and shit, man.
See that? They tell them that stuff.
They tell them, they said Psalm 64:8, man. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was just watching the nigga Jonathan Majors made a movie about being the bodybuilder.
I see that. That faggot.
Yeah, that shit. Well, I didn't watch it all the way to the end, but I did hear it was gay shit in there. But it was a part of the movie where this nigga was in the theater or in the therapist, and he was like not trying to talk to the bitch, and she kept trying to get him to say something, and he ended up saying in the movie, she was like, "What makes you mad?" He said, "Why do I have to drive 6 miles to go to the grocery store to get real food?"
Yep.
You know, but everything. It's like,
no, go ahead.
He said everything that all the stores that was around close to where he lived at, and Jake was in the hood, was just junk food and shit that kills you only at the store. He got to get in the car and drive 6 miles, which depending on where you live, that can take anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour, depending on where you at. And if you ain't got a car, you're not finna walk 6 miles and then walk back 6 miles with the groceries, so you're just gonna be stuck eating bullshit. And then he asked the lady, the therapist lady, do you think it's by design? And it is, man. Yep. Everything this devil do is by design. He made a diligent search. He knows what he think he gotta do to hold Jake down. Now it's a certain amount of, the Lord is gonna protect the elect regardless of what this devil do.
Hey, what's the name? I drive semis, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, before the truth, hey, I'm looking for Evans. I'm looking for salt and vinegar.
Yeah,
that shit is not around in Edomite neighborhoods, bro.
They ain't got that.
They ain't got that. They Evans. They ain't got Evans in the hood.
All these pops.
Yeah.
They ain't got that shit. Like
they took that out the grocery stores. And it's a coincidence they took the generic pops out of all these grocery stores, but all these started appearing in East Neighbor, Chicago Ridge, the Gold Coast.
The cola, the one that just say cola.
Yeah, I like cherry cola. Hey, black cherry was good.
Yeah, cream soda. Butter. But yeah, man, butter. Just butter. Wildwood. Hey, but you know, you go to Jake neighborhood, you know, sometimes I drink unsweetened iced teas, man. You can't find that shit in Jake neighborhood, man.
Oh, those grapes. Those seeded grapes. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, you got deep.
Keep going.
So, you know, they know what to put in our neighborhoods, man. You know, certain, just down to potato chips and junk food that you won't find it in Edomite neighborhoods.
Like I said, Edomite brought me certain grapes that you're not gonna find in Jake neighborhood, man. All right, the brother one live out there. I ain't gonna say where he live at. I'm gonna usually take those grapes out. All right, but yeah, he brought the grapes, and I said, damn, you ain't gonna find any grapes in Jake neighborhood, man. These grapes are indigenous to this land, man, and they good for your health. Yeah,
I got what you had quoted earlier. This Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
All right. So you got to go to the devil for the one of all things, man. Like with the black exploitation, to serve him, shit like that, and they let you know that who's the real children of Israel. All right, they let you know who is Esau doing the end time. WW3 Here. Who with the prophecy point out who's gonna be on top? Who would tell WW3 start again? Esau.
Right.
Not Jake, man.
That's right.
All right, cause another thing they try, like El Bapa said years ago on that ABC show, they try to make Esau the so-called black man. Well, that's Esau. They took that show down. Okay, but you're the Edomite. You so-called film people. You're the Edomite. Remember that guy right there, that red guy? Yeah, that red shirt. See, his ears is damn near matching his hooded shirt, man. You know who is Ashashua, Adawan. Ashashua is the correct word to say Esau, and Adawan's the correct way to say Edom, man.
Yeah, through the spirit, that's one of the reasons why these devils don't like being out in the sun and don't like the summer. Because they ass be red all day when they outside, man.
Like raw bacon.
Yeah, these devils don't eat. It don't, the temperature go up, and one of these, it's a bitch at my job, and she a white woman, she cool. But this bitch, it was hot outside the other day, this bitch whole body turned red. You know, when it's cold outside and it's the winter, they can say that white shit, but when it's hot outside, these devils turn red than a motherfucker.
Now right now, it's not hot. And you see that camera you see right there, you see a family Edomites.
Yeah.
They outside. Now it was like 90-some degrees above. They wouldn't be out there like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, look at that old lady right here. She red right now.
Yeah.
All right. I got one right quick.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their
foul bread.
eat the foul bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them.
Right. They eat all those snack foods and shit.
That's right.
Even now, your foods, that GMO food, the seedless and all that shit, man. Jake's a big consumer, man. Get that on Zechariah 11:5.
And they got some of these top-notch restaurants they called Impossible Burger. People spend all their money on some fake food, not even real.
Hey,
they ain't even 100% authentic.
You gotta be careful with that shit, cause now they eat on all the vegan organic industry. Like El Baha said, you're not getting really organic food, you're getting really the high end of genetically modified food.
Exactly.
And
an extreme premium for it.
Extreme premium for it, man. Go ahead.
Zechariah 11:5.
Right.
Whose possessors slay them.
Who's gonna possess is Esau, man. And you threw your records, man. Esau the one that built off that financed the slave trade, man.
Yes, sir.
You go down south, yeah, what? Who is slave traders, man? All right. So Esau's at head of this shit, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And Esau's records bear witness to that. This
Right.
wicked ass nigga Farrakhan has 2 books that the Muslims.
the book.
Yeah, yep, exactly. That the Muslims had commissioned to do, and it was the secret relationship between blacks and Jews, part 1 and part 2. The part 1 is a compilation of basically slave auction records that they got from the Jewish encyclopedia, and then the second part of it go into how in the early, from the 1900s going forward, in particular the 20s going forward, how these wishes was exploiting Jake in the entertainment industry, whether it be with the music industry or in the TV or film or whatever, and they went to there. This is all, none of this book is actually written by these Muslims. It's just snippets from records just compiled together, and then they cite the record, and that's it, man. But like the elder said earlier, they got all this shit, it's in the books, but them devils never counted that Jake was going to be able to read or do nothing like that. They always thought when they was keeping those records that Jake was going to forever be in that low state, and the Lord was going to keep us in that state forever, and the Lord didn't have it like that.
And what's that saying in the world? You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book.
In the book. Hey, you got a house, man, and you got some stat money or some jewelry and shit. Hey, put that shit in a cactus book. Jake ain't gonna look at that motherfucker, man. Or the history of the world. Jake ain't gonna look at that shit. All right.
How did the book out?
Yeah.
Let me finish Zechariah 11:5.
Yeah, go ahead, get that.
It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Not guilty, right? They kill us like we ain't nothing, man. Like a little vermin or something. Go ahead.
And they that sell the say, blessed be the Lord Yahweh, for I am rich.
Right.
And their own shepherds pity not them.
Blessed be Yahweh, for I'm rich. They make their money off of us.
That's
right.
right.
Like the
That's
black
right.
exploitation movies,
Yep.
Motown and shit. Ban all the snack industry shit, all the wars, the Spanish War, the World War I, World War II. Esau made money off it. Esau had investments in all those wars, man.
Yeah.
All right, the ammunition, the people make the vehicles and shit like that, the fuel,
Both sides.
the clothing, make the clothing and all that shit, man. All right, propaganda, the news and shit. And guess what? When new people come on, guess what? They gonna look World War III to what? To keep an eye on their relatives and shit. Because views gonna be high. All the propagandas and shit like that. Even after that, the fashion industry, all that stuff like that, man. The food and all that stuff. War makes money. And Esau made money. And guess what? He had to use Jake to make that money, man. Jake fought on wars and shit like that, man.
That's right.
All right? So they can't do that. Let you know who are the Israelites, man. All right? Because they got rich off of us, man.
That's right.
Hey, that's part of the curse. Deuteronomy 28:29 should be robbed and spoiled, man. Old money, man. And guess what? Esau thinking that he's gonna make money off World War III.
Yeah.
He think he's gonna make money off that shit. That's just the end of your ass, Esau. All right, you ain't ruling, man. Ain't no coming up and you gonna have a new currency and all this shit. And ain't gonna be no like 25 years from now. They gonna be all of us here. We gonna say, yeah, we used to be a Hebrew Israelite. You gonna have our great grandchildren right there. We gonna like this, stand up. Then commercial gonna go. They gonna see a gas pan and get a bag of potato chips with the chip and shit.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna be like that, man.
These people really, they're 100% bought in to this foolishness.
Right.
Me and Jake was outside yesterday and we were speaking to this individual that we know. He like an Iskarite or something. This dude he worked for the police and he be doing security at places on the side. And this dude was talking to us about his 5-year plan. How he doing like he's working extra hard so that he can pay his house off in 5 years, and then he can go and get another loan out on the house and all that. And when you around these people, you deal amongst the industry properly. And this dude is cool. He ain't like a dude that ever came against us or vexed us or nothing. But the whole time he's saying this, you know, you shake your head, you nod, you pat him on their back. Cause you don't like, you know,
They don't
like,
know better. They like a puppy don't know better
exactly.
than shit, right.
It's like in Step Brothers when them niggas was sleepwalking, and the bitch in the Step Brothers movie said that you don't never awake a sleepwalker or they'll destroy shit around them and lose their mind. And the nigga woke them niggas up and they whooped his ass and destroyed the crib. So you know these people sleeping and they believing in the lie. You know, of course we, you know, you don't just disturb that. We do that while we do the videos and while we out here. But anyway. The whole time I'm thinking in my mind, like, well, this dude don't even fucking get it. They finna send your ass to the Middle East because you already got training and you finna get smoked. And let's say this kingdom did last long enough for him to pay his house off. Esau about to make it to where nobody owns nothing. So you're gonna pay that house off and then them devils gonna come and tell you that you don't own that house.
They showed it in Demolition Man.
Yeah.
All right, in Demolition Man, they had the chip. All right, and then it was one corporation on everything, and the corporation was Taco Bell. Yeah. All right, so who owned Taco Bell? Esau.
That's right.
So to let you know, Esau, the Ooze, they own everything. Man, what's that family? The Orsi. I'm sorry, not the Orsi family. Right, they still Edomites, man. They want to own Coca-Cola, they own everything. So the really they showing the Orsi family own everything and shit, man. Right. Huh? Go ahead. I hope I pronounced that name Orsi right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hell.
If not, fuck them.
Like, just look up family that owned everything. Go ahead.
This Habakkuk 2:16, thou art filled with shameful glory. Drink thou also and let thy foreskin be uncovered. And that's the point. Esau Edom is being exposed. The elder was just talking about it, how all wars are bankers' wars. And these Amalekites, these Israelis are actually making billions of dollars off of this quote-unquote war they got going on right now, man. You know, so Esau, these Rothschild, they fund both sides, and now those two countries are in debt to them, man. You know, so no matter who wins that war, they're all owned by the Rothschilds, man. You know, that's how the whole thing happened with Napoleon. Yeah. You know, that's how these elites work. It's all a business to them, man. But now these things are being exposed. It says, the cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And now the whole world is realizing that this devil is nothing but a fraud, and everywhere he goes, he brings death and destruction, man. You know, the whole world is realizing this, and that's the whole point, man. That's why he's gonna try to shut down the internet.
That's funny, like you say, he brings death and destruction. That's in verse 6 of the Habakkuk that you read. He is his death.
Yeah. It says Habakkuk 2 in verse 5, it says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. You got it, bro.
Oh, so like, yeah. So yeah, everything he touched, Esau is the cancer of the earth. Yeah. All right, and what the scripture says in Sirach, the physician that cut out the disease, Esau is the damn disease, man.
In chapter 3, he's what? The fugitive.
Yeah.
He would curse to be a cancer of the earth.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all say you should crawl in your belly and all that.
Yeah.
The dust. Right? That's talking about him conquering other nations, man. They go with Michael chapter 2.
Yeah. And he's the earth shall now yield unto him, man.
Right.
That's why they got to bring
Jake and them. That's why they got to bring us. That's why they had to get Jake, the northern king from here, and Jake from West Central Africa. What, to till the ground, be agriculture, man. Yeah. Because the ground would yield to Esau, man. That's another way Esau enslaved the Israelites, man. Because he knew the prophecy that he'd not be able to grow all this stuff, man.
You want to keep the land Sabbath.
Right.
That's right.
Hey, who the Esau? When Esau, 1920s and stuff, he started bringing Issachar over here, man. He had. Well, Jake first had Jake doing landscape. He had Issachar in there. Issachar the land. Esau can't grow shit, man. He'll know how to plant. He'll know how to plant and grow and all this shit, man.
Hey,
I mean, he knows it, but he can't do it like us.
Yeah, because the sun don't like me.
Right. He don't get that green thumb.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny. I heard a comedian say some years back. He said, "Man, we couldn't have Mexicans in slavery, like niggas and shit, because." He said Issachar picked the cotton and then make a sweater for massa and shit. Like, damn, man.
But they did have Issachar.
No, they did. You know, just the narrative, everybody.
Yeah, Jake talking on the but yeah, Jake go. Yeah, they would made a sweater up here.
I'm gonna finish
go
it
ahead.
out.
It says, but gathereth unto him all the people, and heapeth unto him all things.
Right.
It says, shall not these take up a parable against him, a taunting proverbs against him, and that America is being mocked. America, Amalek, they're all being mocked now, man. All right, they call it the Great Awakening of 2025. Everybody's realizing that these Amalekites, all right, are really setting the whole world up, man. You know, the scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw them out. So these 1948ers are dragging America into that war.
So it's like, no, sorry, I thought you were finished. Sorry.
It says, it say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. All right, hey, because he stole our land, he stole our resources. Okay, it says, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, and that word thick clay goes to the Hebrew word ibadia, which means death. This whole king, Esau's kingdom is based off death, man. In order to buy a house or a car, you need to be in debt already, because you need a credit score.
Right.
All right, so it's all based off death. And Elder, you mentioned everywhere Esau goes, he brings death and destruction.
Right.
I was holding this Revelation 6 and 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. It says in Genesis 27, by the sword shalt thou live. All right, so Esau is that violent man. Okay, and everywhere he goes, and that's another thing, man. Now that the whole world is realizing he's the devil, he's like, okay, I'm the devil, but I got all the guns. So y'all gonna listen to me now.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Esau is the violent man. It says, and there was given to him a great sword. All right, and that great sword is really is any killing instrument, but it's ultimately the missiles, man. You know, you got it, brother.
No, just saying, like you said. Yeah, no, you're on fire, definitely. Well, you know, yeah, and the Lord really put Esau in the trick bag through Isaac, who's Yahushua. All right, he gave him the blessing of the sword to kill himself in the end.
Temporary.
Temporary blessing.
Right. But they say the Psalms that they think the house will continue forever. Man. Right. It's a temporary thing. But Esau trying to, hey, get that Job. What's that? Job 14.
14.
Yeah. Right. Cause he think Esau think he gonna go on forever, man. And he's not. He ain't gonna cross that line, boss. He ain't gonna cross that gun line, boss. What he said? He ain't gonna. He said, no.
Gun line. We got the gun line.
We got the gun line, boss. That's how big. All right. He ain't gonna cross your house gun line, Esau, man.
I got it. This is Job 14. Can I start at 4?
Right.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one.
Right.
Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So when Yahushua gave Esau that blessing with Yahushua and Isaac, all right, those blessings for appointed time. All right, but now that time is up, man. That clock is ticking, man.
Can I back you up real
go
quick?
ahead.
This is Job 5 and 12. It says, he disappoint the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
And that's what's going to happen, man. All right, when you issue out that RD chip, the MOTB, Rally 1316, man, let's say how he going to disappoint. He disappoint right now because you didn't want it. Because you don't want to bomb our radio. Hey, he put your man to bomb those sites over there, man.
And the Lord going to put hooks in what's the name, Russia's mouth, man.
He gonna make you stage another fake ass terrorist attack. And you gonna issue out that RD chip. That's gonna be the end of your ass, boy.
That's right.
All right.
And also, this devil, what he really thinks, he's gonna go in the caves, the bunkers, and he's gonna come out, and his what's that? The Georgia Guidestones, 500 million people.
Yeah. He heard him get this shit out of there.
Yeah. They think that that's what's going to happen, man. They're going to come back ruling, man.
When they showed that in Resident Evil, I think that was part 6. When they said that beating stuff, they said they're going to go on the ground and come back up. And so that's in the scriptures, man. So the rest got no scriptures, but Esau thinks somehow he going to defy the scriptures and stuff. That's how it's happening.
Hey, man, the bunker busters are going to come through the elect, man. We the real bunker busters, right?
Out there.
They even showed Esau's, his shit with the missiles, like a bunker buster. That thing go 200 feet in the ground. Yeah. And then another one go in right after it and explode. So, and that's just on Esau level. But yeah, the angels and the Israelites gonna get down on these man.
Yeah.
When the Lord make us the mighty, man, that's what we gonna be doing, man. Taking these motherfuckers and out of these bunkers and treating them.
Right.
any bunker that's in America, is pretty much your grave.
Hey, ain't gonna be no treat or anybody nice in the kingdom and shit.
No.
All right, to you damn niggas who love Esau and shit, man. Hey, you ain't gonna chill tonight. You'll be all right, man. You be kicking Esau in the ass because he lied to you.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Like, this motherfucker.
I got one.
Go ahead.
I got one. It's Amos 9:1. I saw the Lord standing on the altar, standing upon the altar, Salakia, and he said, smite the intel of the intel of the Salakia, the intel of the door, that the posts may shake and cut them in the head, and all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escape of them shall not be delivered.
We're not gonna escape the elect, man. Keep going.
It's verse 2. It's, though they dig into hell, there shall my hands take them. Though they climb up to heaven, that's where I bring them down.
The cherries gonna come out there. Right, the cherries. They're the one that serve.
Verse 3. And though they hide themselves in the top of the Carmel,
Which
I
is
will
the mountain. No matter where Esau go. Yep. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
and I will search and take them out. Thus, and through they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea. Then when I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
You gonna send Godzilla after you.
That's right.
Godzilla and all those kaiju monsters and shit. He gonna send them. Don't. I can't wait to see that shit.
That shit gonna be raw. That shit gonna be raw.
I can't wait to wake up news one day, see Godzilla just flaming motherfuckers.
That's right.
That shit.
Angel them like
Hey,
the
Ain't
Titan.
no movie on that.
Hey,
though.
right now, Lake Michigan, man, you got Leviathan in there. You got you got serpent like Leviathans. They head. They like some big ass Leviathan. They like some alligators in the face, man. Big ass head alligators and shit.
Esau brought that out.
Yeah, huh? No, you already know what I'm talking about, though.
Now I was gonna say, see, a lot of people don't realize that's not no regular lake, man.
Yeah.
No.
That shit ain't no regular lake, man. Hey, yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's
4
a
or 5
spirit on
people
that
got
motherfucker, man.
sacrificed on that motherfucker, bro. They
Yeah.
be taking them out on the boats and dropping them in the water, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's you can't swim in that lake.
Yeah.
Like can occur with dragon. It's like certain place you could go to like a certain length and shit.
Yeah.
But you can't go wide out like it's Miami Beach or like that and shit. All right, really that's a fucking ocean. We call it a lake, but it's a Great Lakes. Man. It's a fucking freshwater ocean.
That's right.
All right, but like it's different. Miami, you could float because the water's salt and shit.
Yeah.
And somebody come get your black ass.
Right,
and
right,
drown.
right.
All right, but
Freshwater
right there, you in there, you fuck, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's no nigga woman. That nigga woman
Yeah.
out the hallway.
Yeah.
The one was twerking off the
That-
boat. Fell in that motherfucker, man.
The hairstyle.
The hairstyle, yeah. And she go, hey, I bet she knew better not to do that shit. Yeah.
You know what's funny? That bitch, cause she was like a low-level famous bitch, and through the spirit, I think she off. Her little best friend is that bitch they found in the freezer by the McCormick place a couple years ago. And through the spirit, I
So
think
that might have been steady.
yeah, I think through the spirit, she offed her friend, and then her car got pulled next, and they dropped her ass in there, man.
Cause the bitch mom was an Eastern Star, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so she probably was a sacrifice.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They
Because
got a lot of money.
And you
off
know,
that.
it's a god that Natalia used to worship. They
Yeah.
throw the body in the sea and shit.
wow, yeah.
So it might be something like that. They probably worship Dagon, some shit.
And all
Yeah.
those fraternities and sororities, it's all idolatry.
That's right.
Yeah, each one of them has a particular false idol that they forsake the Lord and adopt this particular idol as their idol. So, for example, the Bruz, they worship Anubis. Them AKA bitches, they worship Minerva, I believe. You know, but whatever, the part of their ritual is to forsake the Lord and adopt that false idol as they God, and do all the other punk shit that Esau told them to do as well.
Damn, so that actually might. Oh wow, that's deep. I ain't know that. I ain't know she was connected to.
Yeah, it was her best
That might
friend.
be
they said, yeah.
sacrifice.
Yeah, and then when these people like when they friends and shit die and then they start getting on the internet making all these sentimental posts and I loved you so much and it broke my heart.
They
That
supposed to
shit
shut.
be,
They supposed to shut the fuck up.
yeah, that shit That shit be fishy to me, man.
That's like Puffy sting that missing.
Why she ain't had no life jacket?
That
When you
shit.
supposed to have a life jacket, you
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
I think they told not to. I heard rumors they told the guards told them not to. The fire department told not to go out, and they went ahead and got.
Yeah, well, you know, it was real windy. It'd be real windy out there, especially the farther,
Yeah.
like you said, once you pass a certain level
Yeah.
and you get deeper into the lake. Pause. You know, you the weather is not it's real wild, you know.
Right.
And then on top of that, you got the boats driving, which fucks with the current and the water.
Yeah.
So like you fall in, and it's like you falling into a whirlpool, you know. Even if someone, like, cause the hairstylist bitch, they say that some niggas jumped off the boat and went and tried to get her, bro. And
Yeah,
the
they
Lord
couldn't
just
get
wasn't
her.
having it.
Yeah, Lord,
She got caught under the
got
water,
caught
and the
in
water was
current,
spinning
yeah.
under the water, and
Yeah.
you know you can't escape that shit.
Hey, that's what we tell them when I was doing security at Navy Pier, and some Edomites, some simple as Jakes, and some heathens, they sit at the off the edge, and I tell them, I said, look, I said, you fall in water, I'm not coming to get your ass. I said, the best I could do is just throw your ass that dusty ass raft, this life raft and shit. I tell, I can swim. I said, look, I said, I'm not coming to get you. I said, your ass get. I said, I'm not coming to get your ass. I said, the current just go. You have to find your week later and shit on the other side.
And it don't matter how strong you are.
Yeah, right.
Me and Jake met this one Jake at work when we used to work at Underground, and this dude he was like he worked for Nike. He had a contract with Nike as a trainer. This mighty ass Judite nigga, and he went on the boat last summer around this time, and that nigga fell in the fucking water and couldn't swim out. And this is a mighty ass nigga, man. Big swole motherfucker. You know? Yeah.
Even
And that nigga went straight to the bottom, man.
yeah, it's over with.
It was over for him.
Yeah, he died.
Dang.
They didn't even find his body.
And he ain't supposed to be out there, did he?
Nah, he was on the boat. The same situation. They be
doing dumb shit.
They sacrificed that nigga, I believe.
Yeah.
But, you know, that nigga was on the boat, and he fell off the boat just like this bitch fell off the boat, and they didn't even find that nigga's body, man. The Lord left his ass at the bottom of the lake.
So you got those storm currents. You got spirits of vengeance, because Lake Michigan, the Great Lakes also is a Bermuda Triangle too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of planes and boats be disappearing and shit. Also, the chariots fly over there too. The chariots fly over that lake, and then you got spirits. People say they see ghost ships and shit. That's their spirits of vengeance. Spirits of vengeance, man. All right, and then you got Leviathans. You got Leviathans in there, man. You got serpent like Leviathans with big ass alligator like heads and shit. Man, people been saying this since the 1800s and
That's
shit.
right.
Yeah, I already saw that.
Some Loch Ness monster type shit.
This is, and they ain't the only Leviathans in there too.
That's right.
Yep. And people see them like March to like late August. That's when they see them. Then they don't see them more. I guess they swim somewhere when it's warm. Or they go somewhere like it's like underground caverns in the lake too. They go and shit like they go. Wherever they go, man. You know. Yep. Go ahead.
This talking about when the Northern Kingdom was coming over to the Americas. The second Ezra 13 and 43, it says, and they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they passed over. So the Most High actually calmed the waves down so they could pass through there. And if the scripture says the issues of death belong to the Lord, of the Lord belong the issues of death. So even if you actually can't swim, and a professional swimmer will tell you, it's only so long you're gonna be paddling, man. Until your body just give out. You not. And for that bitch to have no
training.
No life jacket.
No life jacket. You tempting the Lord, man.
If you had that on, still gonna get you.
Yeah, and the Lord still gonna get you out the way.
Yeah, because once you get caught under the surface of the water, and that current is it's like a tornado down there. You know, you get caught in that, and it's over.
Hey, I've been in a situation where I fell in the water, and although I could swim, I was with a bitch that didn't know how to swim. And so I was trying to keep her afloat. Your body will lock up on you. You'll get it's like any physical labor. You once all the glycogen goes out of your cells, all right, and then that trauma of still doing strenuous, trying to stay above the water, you're gonna get a Charlie horse. And once you get that Charlie horse, you're gonna lock up. You ain't gonna be able to kick no more. You're gonna go down.
And that's one of the most swimming is one of, if not the most strenuous activity. Then you know a lot of these motherfuckers ain't even right to be even doing no shit like that. So it's really over with for their ass, man.
Hey, she'll bless her body for founder shit.
Yeah,
you know, you know, she'll bless a creature. They eat her ass and shit out.
It be all you see left is like maybe the hands, maybe the feet, all this.
And they say if you got a boat and you get that build a lake, you don't know what you're doing and shit. If you're not a expert sailor and shit like that.
Boat to flip, all that shit.
Yeah, they said your ass. You try to get back. I think it said your ass trying to get back. You trying to get. I think they. This one. I think they try to. If I'm not mistaken, I think they said you. But basically, gonna be hard for your black ass to get back to land and shit. You're going to build that fucking lake.
Drifting it. Yeah, you don't know what's going on with that, man.
Right.
You know, all of these, and that shows you how the power of Yahweh Shai and the terror of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, because we're not talking about a bomb or some type of so-called traditional weapon that you would think of in the day and age. You know, this is just nature. You know.
Oh, they say Lake Superior more deadly too. Lake Superior.
All these lakes got a severe, like you said, the Bermuda Triangle effect. To where the water is very choppy, it's very windy. You know, the clouds and all that. Even here, like if you go to the suburbs of Chicago, the weather's completely different than if you are where we're at now, because of that wind effect off of the lake.
The lake, you actually could. That's why Chicago is a popular city, because you can connect the world through the lake. You go through rivers. Yeah, you go through Atlantic Ocean, through the rivers, like you say, through the Great Lakes, through the Mississippi River down to the Gulf, and then back out.
Hey, in 1950s, my father was little. He born in 1952. It had to be 1958, something like that. He said newspaper. He said it was a shark in Lake Michigan.
I believe that.
Yeah, it came with those ships and shit. It was in the newspaper. It came with those ships. They stayed that long and shit, but you know it was in that lake.
Shit, they had in Humboldt Park. They got like a lagoon type. It's like marshy over there, and they had an alligator or a crocodile or some type of creature in that motherfucker that was eating people's dogs and all that shit. And they actually went and physically caught the motherfucker and pulled it out of there.
And what's that creatures come out of places?
Yeah.
Also, Esau, what he does, he puts shit where it ain't supposed to be. He'll take this tree from Florida, bring it here, or bring some like the fish. Yeah, that and
That's from England.
Talking about silver codfish.
Yeah, they're the ones that be jumping out the water and shit.
And then they make dog food out of that.
Yeah, and then now they, the fucking they come and eat up the other fish that's supposed to be there, and it fucks up the ecology.
Hey, walk on the beach right now. I'm talking about the beach. You'll find hermit crabs and shit. Hermit crabs is fucking Florida, some shit like that. Caribbean, they don't supposed to be up here. You'll find like salt animals, salt crustaceans here and shit. They don't belong here. Remember, they came through those ships.
I did a lesson, Elder. I did a lesson called it was about the salmon. You guys know about the Frankenfish? They call it Frankenfish.
The one that they made in the lab? Right?
Yes, yes. There's salmon right now, right, that the FDA is stamping okay, that's being literally created in the fucking lab. They got protections on the tanks, so it supposedly can never get into nature. So why would you want to eat something? But they don't tell you what you eat.
Hey, that's that Ezekiel.
They don't tell you when you go to the restaurant.
It says Ezekiel 2083.
That's wicked, yeah.
Why is it down? He's a mad scientist.
What they did is they spliced like 3 or 4 different fish together with the salmon to create this salmon. And if this salmon actually went out into nature,
which is already
it would kill real salmon.
Yeah, that's right. It's like the elder. It's like the elder said, alluding to the Apostle Tahar. You think you're buying high quality shit, but these devils can tell you that something is whatever they want, and then sell it to you, and you're just gonna it's on their honor if that's what it is.
What's it called? Food should be defiled among the Gentiles.
The USDA, you see that on there. Oh, that's good.
You say grass fed, the grass fed coming out of the machine feeding the cows and shit. You think it's a cow? You think it's a cow field? No, it's inside a machine feeding on grass.
That's right.
It said grass fed. Hey, that's illegal. They not lying. They tell the truth. It's grass fed.
The ones nothing about grazing, none of that.
Right.
The ones that say plant based. People see, because Eve like to play on words. You see plant based, you naturally think, oh, it's fibers from a plant. No, it's from a manufacturing plant. That's what that means.
Oh,
damn! It's modified food.
Hey, get that Psalms 5083, man.
It's bioengineered food.
Damn.
He like to play on food. And that's what they call marketing.
Marketing. Yep. And they can't get in trouble because that's in the law. They say, hey, it was plant-based. We didn't lie to it. It came from the plant. All right, go ahead.
I got this precept, and once the elder call a precept, brothers just grab it. Bible
Yeah, brother, yeah.
And a brother grabbed 1 Corinthians 10 and 25 too. I'm gonna read this Ezekiel 28. Ezekiel 28 and 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Right, this devil is a mad scientist, man. Making a salmon fish that killed other fish, and he gonna release it. He gonna pretend like, oh, it was an accident, some shit like that, man. All right, because Esau really think he's better than Most High. I think the fish back. All right, they had a movie called Frankie Fish. It's by Sony.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's an old school. It's came out in 2000. It's an old school sci-fi Sony movie called Frankenfish.
Wow.
Yeah, check that out, man. Fish eat people and shit like that, man. All right, what else we gonna bring out?
I got the song.
So like you call for another precept.
Yeah, Psalm 58. Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah, when he brought plant-based steak is a plant, but really a plant that manufactured. Go ahead, get that.
This is Psalms 58 and 3.
Right.
The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right, speaking lies, man. Saying that you're the people of the book when you're not. You're the Edomites. All right, you're Amalekite. All right, being the villain victims and shit. Lying about out here and telling we a bunch of Africans, Siberians, and all this shit, man. All right, and you lying to the, like the brother brought out, plant-based. You think he talking about this? This a damn manufacturer.
I never knew that.
All right, and he's all real slick with his laws and shit, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what it says in Wisdom Psalm chapter 2, let the law be our strength.
That's right.
All right, that's how they deal with it, wiggle his ass out of trouble all the time, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll back you up on that.
Yeah.
Proverbs 26 and verse 28 says that a lying tongue hated those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. They hate us, you know. So they're feeding us falsehood. They feeding us lies. Why? The scripture says a lying tongue hated those that are afflicted by it. So he hates us and he's afflicting us. You know.
Talking about I'm gonna stop this war and all. I ain't gonna stop the war. You just bomb Iranian sites and shit. Hey man, World War 3 is here, man. All right, ain't no fucking turning back, man. All right, ain't no turning back, man. Ain't no stop. You know, sometimes you try to turn the TV, the shit stays on and shit. Yeah. Ain't down, man. The TV gonna stay on, man. The TV gonna come to that last episode, World War 3. That probably said Revelation 18 in one day. All right, that's that final program we gonna see, man.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 10 and 25. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles that eat, asking no question for conscience sake, for the earth is Yahweh's and the fullness thereof. If it, go ahead, my bad.
That's the whole point, man. All right, hey, you know when I arrived, man, brothers reading that Ezekiel 4 and 13, you shall eat defiled bread among the heathen. And knowing that all this shit is defiled, you know, for your conscience sake, whatever it says, just get the best of the worst. You know, because niggas will be in that spirit of, I'm not trying to eat nothing. But then at that, you just gonna kill yourself. You know, that's how, pray over your food, man. You know, because in that mindset, that's how people in the world, I have a lot of conversations with people in the world, they got that mindset. You know, they just deteriorate and just going through it, man. But that's why that precept is there. Hey, if it says it's chicken, do your research and just fucking eat it, man.
Yeah, well, and the Lord gave us.
That's all. It's really our punishment, man.
And the Lord gave us guidelines as far as dietary is concerned, and the safest thing to do is just to follow those.
If you grow your own food, you put those chemtrails in there.
Yeah. Well, and the earth is defiled anyway.
Right.
You know, these devils don't observe land Sabbaths at all. They spray all type of shit on everything. So even if you grow something in your yard, you know, they spraying shit in the land all around you. Your yard is going to be poisoned as well. All these cars driving, giving off all this gas. This shit goes into the sky, and then it goes into the rain, and then it goes into the earth. So it's we just have to deal with what we got, you know?
That's why this devil got me taken out. That's right. That's why the nuclear bombs got to drop on the ground.
I got a guy I work with, I know him in the world, and he said he just went to Canada. And he said, man, all the food over there tastes way more fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Potato chips, all that shit.
It does. The elders said they went to, what is that? The elders, they went to Toronto, Canada.
That's where he went. That's what
The elder said Toronto, Canada's like heaven on earth and shit.
Yeah.
He said the elder said it's super clean and shit.
Yes.
And they wipe the glass, they eat a burger and shit like that. The food tastes better, all
Yeah.
that shit.
And the women are very cooperating.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So you get the spoils of war.
Everybody that leave America, once they start eating the food, they get to throwing up because their body's not used to eating that food with all the less chemicals in it. So it takes them a while for their body, like, okay, what the fuck?
Right.
To get used to this, you know?
And what did Bill Bellamy say? So like, what did Bill Bellamy say with the empty? He said he ate cheese, all that shit, they gained weight.
Yeah. Also, and I know in Jamaica, the Kentucky Fried Chicken in Jamaica, that
Fire.
shit melts, boy.
So
It
good.
melts in your mouth, man.
Right.
You can
Yeah,
taste
man.
the freshness.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You can taste the
Fire.
freshness.
Look, he said fire and Keisha look back. Like, look at your stuff.
Yeah. She can roll that.
Cookie Monster booty ass.
Yeah, I know. He was wearing a wrestling suit and shit. He was wearing a wrestling suit. He was finna stone cold stunner. You know that nigga was instructor.
No hedge. Possession is spoiled.
Matter of fact, we was on the way back in the Uber on the way back to the crib yesterday, and this jigaboo gave us a ride. And this bitch was playing some Glorilla in the car. This bitch Glorilla got a song. I don't know what this shit is called, but the bitch was talking about she wish a man would try to put his hands on her.
Somebody
She'll
already
smoke
did.
him and I'll kill it. I'll
already
kill a
got
nigga
her ass
and beat a
beaten on
nigga. I
this
said, man, these bitches listening to this shit
Right.
and really think they tough. And this bitch that was driving, this black bitch that was driving, played the fucking song like 3 times in a row, bro.
Right.
I think me and Jay got out the
empowering
car.
herself.
She
Bro,
trying to give a message to
me and
you.
Jay, bro, me and Jay got out the car. I said, bro, he's trying to teach us a lesson or something, bro. Like, bitch,
She's charging herself up.
I said, man, these hoes finna get fucked
Hey,
up.
she probably got her ass beat before she saw
Oh yeah, well yeah, and she got something coming in the future. All these bitches with that he woman I'm superwoman mentality. You bitches finna get y'all ass beat the fuck up, man.
Not here.
Because they don't like the weakest man will beat the shit out of the strongest woman.
Yeah.
It's not even a debate. It's not even close.
There's nothing she can
You know, and you can go that bitch Clarissa Shields, the best fighter in boxing for bitches on the planet. This bitch went in the gym and fought some dusty ass, not professional Edomite and got the
She
shit
was a
beat out of
15.
her.
She hot about that.
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
15 years old.
The one that knocked her out.
He was 15 years old.
Yeah, she hot about that. She still Steve about that. Talking about, yeah, you like, no, you get your ass knocked out again.
This is a bantamweight champion. Her name was, she an actor, right? Her name was Juliana Pena. She just lost, but she said back when she used to work her day job, she fought a man that was like 6 foot. He said she said I thought I was a professional. I'm a professional fighter.
How old?
I thought I
she
could
like
take it.
5'3".
She's like 5'3".
Yeah.
She said, "Well, you'll be no
this
6
man
foot."
fucked me up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they be thinking they tough till they
I
get
think she
their
got the
ass
hot
beat.
one too. I think she want.
Oh, yeah.
I think she like them now. You
Oh yeah.
humble ass.
Yeah.
Hey, where you are, man? You need to go get that, man.
Oh,
And that's the whole spirit, man. America got this second half 15 and 18.
Yeah.
I can start up, but I'm gonna get straight to the point.
Yeah.
It says, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's the whole point, man. America operates on nothing but pride, man. And that's why Yahweh Shema Shah is about to destroy this place.
Hey, get that. Matter of fact, that's perfect. Get that Jeremiah 51:1.
Come. And Esau is mainly to blame, because he's pushing out these Black Widow movies, these Catwoman movies, where the bitch jump on a nigga neck and do some 360 twirl, and then the nigga end up on his back and she end up choking him out, man.
Yeah.
That shit false as fuck.
I had to tell one of these white women at my job, she cause they it's like a vagrant that be in the parking garage, so I got to make sure they get to their car safe sometimes. And she gonna pull out a little knife and say, "Look, I can go to the car. I got this." I said, "Man, put that shit in your pocket. You're not gonna do nothing with that."
Don't shoot that little motherfucker no more.
Exactly. But and even if the bitch had it, whatever she had, you're a bitch. You're not gonna do nothing.
How do black women come this and they don't want to got pistols?
Yeah.
You carrying pistols, you still coming up missing this shit?
Yeah, because guess what? When somebody come to attack you, this shit ain't like going to the range where you shooting at a piece of cardboard.
I gotta tell you something. This bitch last said she had no man and shit. So I bought her some lunch and shit like that. Hey, 2 weeks later she got her ass beat and her hand sliced up and shit.
Man.
And she can't come to the job and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They moved her ass to this. She lied to me.
Talking crazy too.
Yeah.
You know she was talking crazy to whoever
Right.
fucked
And
her
I ain't
up,
bad.
man.
I ain't bad just try to get up about it just to be fucking
Yeah,
mad and shit
yeah.
because she was hungry. But she didn't tell me she had to do this shit, man.
It's all good. The Lord
That's
got
what
her.
the Lebo
Hey,
said. What
she
you
got
gonna
her
do with
ass- she
that
got
to
her
make
ass
me
beat,
mad?
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, she got her hands sliced up. She got her ass beat, man. And
That's
the
right.
bitch got a pistol.
Yeah, that shit don't matter.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? It's like you said. What you gonna do with
And she
that?
probably took that gun, knocked out her head.
Yeah,
and shit
yeah.
like that.
Because it's a whole when you're training, and then you know when they training with these guns, all they're doing is going in the range and shooting at a stationary target that's not gonna move back. There's no emotion involved. It's not a intense situation. Like, bitch, you'll be lucky if you even can draw that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Unless you just so happen to just be walking down the street with your gun unsheathed, which is illegal for the most part in most places, you're not even going to be able to bear your weapon and shoot somebody because before you can reach for your shit, you already gonna have your ass whooped.
And your nerves gotta be calm.
Yeah.
You can't. You gotta have some nuts, man.
If you go on YouTube, there's a science. It's a fight science. I think it's called the 6 foot rule. A person with a knife is going to be able, if it's inside of 6 feet or 5 feet, a person with a knife will be able to stab you and wound you and mortally wound you before you're able to actually draw a pistol.
Yeah.
I think it's called a 5 foot.
And also with that,
Exactly. That's why cops, when these cops have all these vests and stuff on, they treat the man with the knife as a bigger threat than the nigga with the gun. If you pull a knife out, the cops are gonna kill you, man.
Right.
Because that's more threatening to them than getting shot is.
Also, when they get shot, when you get shot, your adrenaline's still going, so you can add a motherfucker about 5 times, and he's still coming.
Yeah.
And he shot the fuck up. You like, God damn, I done shot him. He ain't
Hey,
dead shit.
sometimes you don't know you shot. Like my father, late friend, Sergio Olivia, the Cuban bodybuilder.
Yeah. Beast mode.
Yeah, his wife shot him up and shit. The white woman he was married to. His wife shot his ass up. He didn't know he was shot. He had to go to a hospital and shit, man. He felt it. That's why you see Baki with Biscuit get shot or stabbed. He still this.
Fighting,
That's what it came from that domestic incident. I didn't know that.
That's my
Yeah, man. Sergio Olivia Mighty. He was in Chicago walking around on the floor.
That was my father. That was my father.
That's wrong, man.
That's mighty as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Definitely going to kill.
Right. Hey, but if he never made it to the hospital, he would have died.
Yeah. And even that, I seen a video because you know these bitches be having tasers and pepper spray. I seen the cops tase this Jake, and man, this nigga was getting tased and he still whooped 3 of them Edomites, man. He wasn't shaking, he wasn't even affected by that shit. It was like they wasn't doing it.
Take that shit on like spiritual.
You know?
You know what, Jake? You know Jake probably practicing shit. Jake got all practice getting shot.
Yeah.
See, with a blade, that shit ain't happening. Because if you cut a major artery, you're going to bleed out. You're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're losing oxygen because that's what the blood is. The blood is supplying oxygen to your brain and all your vital organs. You get sliced with a knife somewhere, you're gonna bleed out in seconds.
Hey, that's what happened to my this guy I grew up with. He got shot in the leg and shit. He got out and died.
So sometimes a gunshot wound might not hit a certain artery, and that's why they run around on the
Hey, you saw your house gonna cut the artery out your ass, man. Your ass gonna bleed to death. That's right. Get that.
I got Jeremiah 51:1.
Right.
Thus said the Lord, behold, I will rise up again,
Babylon's America. Yep, go ahead.
and against them that dwell in the mountains of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
It said nuclear destruction that listens, right? Keep going.
And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land.
Right, that's all the nations, man. Hey, they got those missiles. They ready to shoot at America, man.
Right.
Hey, even France hates America. France don't like America, man. France, all of European countries, they want to shoot this on America, man. All right, everybody got their shit locked and loaded on America, man. All right.
Right. Go to get that Revelation 17.
All right,
He shot hit the war.
no, that's it. Go ahead and get the scripture.
This is Revelation 17, and you want 4? Revelation 17 and what verse you want?
The peace shall hate the war.
Okay.
I think it's towards the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
16. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And this came out already. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast,
Right, which is NATO and EU.
these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
That's right. They're going to participate in sending those missiles over here, man.
Yeah.
So that means something is going to happen to where they're going to turn on America.
Yeah.
All right. And more than likely, it's going to be with those 1948ers, man.
Yeah.
All right. Because everyone is sick of their shit, man.
That's right.
All right. Even the people in this country.
Yeah.
All right. Something's going to happen where they're going to turn on America and eventually send a fire her way, man, and burn this whore, man.
Yep. Ain't gonna be no 7-step process on how you avoid the blast of the nuke like these niggas talking about on the internet now. Black bitch talk about get behind the wall. Are you fucking crazy, man?
You're going to be cooked.
This whole place is gonna be blanketed in fire.
Hey, that's like
our favorite was they can get down under the decks.
Yeah, duck and cover. Yeah, kind.
in the school drill, that
Yeah,
fire drill, that's folly.
1950s.
Yeah, man, that shit reminded me of South Park. If the volcano goes off, just grab a blanket and hide under the blanket, and the lava will roll over you. Say, nigga, please.
That blanket and that wall all gonna be incinerated all together.
Please, man. Go to the basement. People that's in bunkers, the brother mentioned it earlier. If you have a bunker in America that's built to withstand a nuclear fallout, you're still cooked. The magnitude of how many nukes is coming over here, in addition to the Chariot fire, which is on a whole nother level even than the nukes, ain't nobody fucking gonna escape that shit.
If it's metal, it's a stove.
Yeah, exactly.
They better
Exactly.
Yeah. Put some Laurie season something.
Yeah, exactly. And even if it's not that, if it's any metal, any rock, anything, all this shit is gonna get turned into lava, man.
It's like a ceramic.
On top of the gas lines.
All
that shit.
Exactly. And the Lord said, matter of fact,
Barbecue. You know, barbecue originally is the real barbecue is underground and shit. And also on the stick. You start on the stick, that's real barbecue. All right. All right. So you gonna get BBQ, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Wolverine in one of those movies, he was in the ground.
Yeah.
And they dropped it.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? He came out steaming and
Oh, that's the Wolverine.
He was through.
Wolverine.
Yeah,
That's the one where he went to Japan.
That shit ain't happening.
bunker door fell off.
People only counting one nuke, man. All right. This is Joel 2:5. It says, like the noise of chariot, Salaki. It says, I'm gonna start at 1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them as a desolate wilderness, yet and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. It's talking about the missiles. Like the noise of chariots on the top of the mountain shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before the face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march everyone on his way, they shall not break their ranks. Right, so they're going to make it here to America, all right? And they're not going to hit each other. All right, the Lord is going to have his spirit on them. They're going to hit their target.
That's right.
All right, it says, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone on his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. Right. So the missile defense system isn't going to mean shit, man. You know, when these hypersonic missiles are sent to America, man. All right, it says, the heavens shall quake before them, and the heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. All right, because the missiles they're going to cover the sky, man. You know, and this place is going. Hey, the Lord said He gonna put His spirit on those missiles, man. Yeah. So it don't matter what fucking missile bunker you got here. Hey, you're gonna get cooked, like the brother said, man. You're gonna get BBQ.
Yeah. I got something to back you up real quick. This Isaiah 43:13. Yea, before the day was, I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? All right, so no matter what you do, the Lord got this place slated for destruction. The Lord got the 2/3 and these heathens that's here in America slated for destruction. Nothing you do is going to escape that. You can't go and hide in a bunker and escape that. You can't follow the 7 steps of how to avoid a nuke to escape that, man.
That's right. I got something to back you up. Okay? Yeah, this is Isaiah 5:26. And I will lift up an ensign to the nations from far, and will hiss unto them from the end of the earth. And behold, they shall come with speed swiftly. None shall be weary nor stumble among them. None shall slumber nor sleep. Neither shall the girdle of their loins be loose, nor the latches of their shoes be broken. Whose arrows are sharp, and all their bows bent. Their horses and hooves shall be counted like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. Their roaring shall be like a lion. They shall roar like young lions. Yea, thou shalt roar, and lay hold on the prey, and shall carry it away safe, and none shall deliver it. And in that day they shall roar against them like the roaring of the sea. And if one look unto the land, behold, darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkened in the heavens thereof. The noose is coming. The noose is coming. I got one back there right quick.
This is Isaiah 14:22. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. All right, so that besom of destruction, when them nukes hit, man, that's when it turns into that scroll, and then you see the, like the Brother Red in Joel 2, paradise before it, but desolate afterwards, man. That fallout, what they call it, man. Yeah. And what these dummies talking about, just get some, don't look at the light. Nah, man, your ass is eviscerated.
They gonna be silhouettes on the wall.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So with that, all praises to
Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakudash.
Double honors to Apostle the elders in New York. All right, and so you brought salutations, you valid truth rightfully, and Abal Babal.
That's right. I'm finna throw this away.
Bro, I'm trying to walk to the kitchen and shit. I'm holding the side of the